weakness of pawns that Silman discusses in the book, and that is the doubled pawns. Now, he rightly points out that most people are afraid to acquire double pawns themselves, and they think that somehow if they give their opponent double pawns, it's just going to be a bad deal. Things are not so simple, and later in the book, Silman will discuss the differences between static and dynamic advantages and show that double pawns don't deserve the bad name that they seem to hold to most amateurs. But in this section, he definitely shows the weak side of double pawns, and we're going to go over a number of those examples. The first example he gives is really quite interesting, and it comes from a game between a student of his who here he calls the Turkey. Well, it's from the name the Turk, which the student named himself after, and apparently he only liked to play against computers. I don't know why, but he named himself after the automaton that was invented by Wolfgang von Kempelen back in 1770. Someone says 1790 in the book. It's a typo. It's actually 1770 that he introduced it to the world. And it was a chess-playing computer. No, it actually wasn't. There was a human inside of the machine, but it fooled people for 80-plus years. His student considers himself this automaton. He calls himself the Turk. Unfortunately, this next game he played against a real computer, and things were not so pretty. And as you take a look at the position, you see that he has the the double pawns in the position, and especially the one in front, that is the C pawn on C4. It is a target, and unfortunately, computers know how to handle their business in a position like this one. So start with attacking the pawn, even though it's defended 3 times, and let's attack it again, and now it is attacked 4 times. Rook to B4 gets played, and now the very nice move, bishop to H6. Black has a straight plan here that White didn't realize when he played G3, that Black said, I really don't care that you're defending that one. I'm going to play the move E5. I love this move. This is a computer move. Again, Black is, in fact, an engine. But the beauty of this move is that it plans to crack the structure and also open up a file for the rook. However, let's note that Black has intentionally weakened the pawn on D6. As I've said before, it ain't a weakness if you don't have access to it. Maybe one day you will, but in the meantime, and between time, let's talk about your weakness on E4 and this diagonal that your G3 move conveniently opened. So you've got to give something